The last time we were here at the mobile home, we finished up all the trim work in this bedroom and it's looking really good. But now we have another big job to start. Because of all of this, check it out. These are all of our kitchen cabinets. And right now we have them stuffed in the bathroom. It's completely full with boxes of cabinets. I want to get working on that project, which means we're working on the kitchen. The first thing we have to do is start laying the floor. You guys know that we threw a coat of paint on it previously, so it's pretty clean as it is. We just did some minor cleanup, vacuuming. It's ready to go. I'm going to start cutting the wood. In the kitchen, we're going to be sticking with the same floor that we did in the front bedroom, which is this really nice engineered wood flooring. We liked it, and we're going to use it throughout the house. I'm going to go ahead, start the layout, get that first row started. You guys know the first row is the hardest because it sets the tone for the whole floor. So we're going to make sure it's cut properly, set straight, and then it should go pretty quickly after that. And we're going to take you guys along as we lay the floor and start building out this kitchen. Okay. I'm going to be starting the kitchen floor at this doorway, at this wall. I already established that the wall is straight, parallel with the floor, with the room, so it should be an easy start, but I want to notch it into this doorway. I had to do some face nailing on this one because it's the first row, but now we can switch over to our flooring nailer, do the rest properly. Got to get used to this. That should be good. Okay, first row secure. Perfect. Does that mean we can get flowing? So let's talk about our plan for the kitchen here. We had to decide whether we were going to lay the floor first or install the cabinets first, because you can go either way with that. The reason we're doing the floor first, even though it costs more money because you use more flooring, and it's going to be all under the cabinets where you won't see it, is because I think it just gives a better finished product. If this was a floating floor, I would not be doing it first, because I don't want a floating floor underneath permanent cabinets. But since this is a nail down flooring, I feel comfortable putting the cabinets on it. And that way, I don't have to worry about leaving an expansion gap around the cabinets, in where the range goes, around all the little odds and ends. And then you got to put like shoe molding or some kind of quarter round or something on there. And it just makes for more trim work, more cracks, more gaps, and not as pretty.
All right.
So just to keep it clean looking, we thought lay the flooring first, get the cabinets on it, and then everything is sealed and it just looks good. It'll look a lot better. And if the flooring ever needs to be replaced, it's not a big deal. I don't think anybody ever will. This will last for many, many years. And you can still just use a toe kick saw. There's different tools that you can use to just cut along the toe kick and pull the flooring out and leave whatever's under the cabinet under there. So that's why we're doing the flooring first. I know some people are afraid of wood flooring in kitchens, but we're not, because wood is actually pretty durable, holds up well to water. You just don't want to leave standing water on the ground. So if you spill something, wipe it up. It's going to be totally fine. This is sealed. It's not waterproof, but the top is all sealed.
We never spill water in the kitchen, ever.
Drips. We drip, but not spill.
Nothing that's gonna really matter.
Exactly. And like I said, just wipe it up. It's fine. So this should hold up perfect in this home. Since this is like a permanent tongue and groove flooring, what I was thinking is when it's all done, maybe in the kitchen area, I can just rub some beeswax or something into the cracks, rub it on the floor, wax it up, and seal it up all the more. That way, if anything did spill, it's not going to go anywhere. But I'm not worried about that. So we're going to try to speed through that project and get done as much as we can. Well guys, I think we're going to be wrapping it up now because we've finished the kitchen floor. This is the kitchen area. Done. We're going to be moving into the dining room, but that involves wrapping around this wall, and that's a little complicated. It's not going to be too bad, but we just got to take our time and get this lined up so they all tie together. So we'll worry about that another day. I feel like this is good progress. It's a good stopping point. And honestly, I'm really surprised that we've even gotten to this point already where we're working on the kitchen and practically ready to install cabinets. I mean, the floor is down. I could start tomorrow if I wanted to.
Yeah.
That's huge. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the kitchen comes out. It's going to be tricky because when I was laying that floor, I could tell that we had some sag in the floor. Like I said last time, it's an old mobile home. There are some sags. And the outer walls kind of hang down. Problem is that over time, since the outer walls on mobile homes aren't supported, they tend to just start curling down and it leaves a hump in the floor where the chassis is. And so that could make installing the cabinets a little more difficult because the floor is not going to be level.
Right.
We'll do our best with it. We're going to definitely try to install all the flooring before we start the cabinets though. But before we go, I do want to jump back into the bedroom to do one little project. We had some good suggestions on how to handle this outlet right down here. because it was kind of right in the middle of all this trim work. And some people said use a wood cover and then I can cut it to the size. Great idea. I picked up a wood cover. I have it marked out of what I think it needs to do. And I'm gonna chop it up and see if it fits. If it fits, I'll bring this home with me today and I'll finish it, make it black, and we can put it on there. We also picked up a black outlet. We're gonna switch that out for a black one. Even though I still think white would be perfectly fine, I would leave it. What do I know?
I would do black.
I'm back already. I hope this is right.
A little more?
A little more on top. It looks just a little snug on top, I think. Ooh, that looks perfect, doesn't it? That looks like a pretty perfect fit to me, so I'm gonna bring that home, turn it black. Well guys, we're heading home, so that's all we have for today. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.
Bye.
We made it home, and I just wanted to show you guys one more thing. Let's do the outlet cover together. Now, I sanded these edges down just to smooth the very edges of them. I mean, it's going to be good enough for a little outlet cover. So, I'm going to show you a technique to color this black, but make it a durable finish. I know I have black paint at the house, but I didn't want to paint this because being an outlet cover, you never know, it might get scratched up, you know, fumbling around trying to plug something in. So I have a different technique I'm going to use for this. I'm going to be using some Chinese ink. This is not much different than India ink. So you can use India ink and it works really well. But basically we're going to just ink it. And the ink's going to dry and leave a dry, durable, waterproof finish. Let's do it over here by the window so you guys can see it okay. Now the cool thing about this ink is that it's super easy to apply. It dries super quick. There's no lap marks. You can go over it as many times as you want and you're not going to see any marks. It just soaks in. I'm going to be using a little cotton pad just to help. You can use a brush, anything you want. So I'm just going to drip a little bit on there. Oop. Drip a little on the floor too. Sorry if I'm shaky. I have shaky hands. So I'm just going to work it into the grain here. I could put it right on the pad too if I wanted. I don't know. Doing things the hard way. Ink is actually a really great wood stain, except for it's hard to spread it far. If you're doing a large surface, it can be really hard to get it spread around, but there we are. Let me get inside the frame just in case you can see it where the outlet goes in. You don't want to see any white light wood showing through. Alright, I think that's it. And I'll do the bottom here. You never know. You never know what will be seen. There. You put the cap on the ink. I totally should have sanded the face of this first because it's a little bit rough. Let me get all the fuzz off there from the cotton. And this is already dry, so I can touch this. It dries super fast. See? Get the cotton fuzzies off. So here we are, an ebonized wood outlet cover, black ink stain. That quick and easy, and that's all I need on there. Now if I wanted to, I could throw some oil on there, like some hemp oil on this cover. Just let it soak in. It'll dry over time and help protect the finish even more. But like I said, this is fine the way it is.